talking about the fourth day of Diwali, which happens to be the infamous Govardhan Puja. So at this time, Krishna is a young boy, about 7 years old, and everybody is in a commotion, getting food, making all these things for a sacrifice. And of course, Krishna knows what's going on, but he decides to ask his dad, what is all this for? Why is this commotion going on? But before I get started, I want to talk about this quote from the Srimad Bhagavatam. When people in this world perform activities, sometimes they understand what they are doing, and sometimes they don't. Those who know what they are doing achieve success in their work, whereas ignorant people do not. And what they're saying is some people do things because it's a tradition. They have no idea what they're doing. As generation and generation goes on, they lose in touch what the reason is. And so Krishna was worried that's what was happening with the people of Vrindavan. They were just doing things because their parents had done so, and their parents had done so. So Krishna asks his father, what's going on? Nanda Maharaj replies saying, we do it, it's a tradition we do every year. Lord Indra gives us rain, which gives us crops, which means economic growth for us, and that's happiness and all that for us. Krishna wasn't too happy with this answer. First of all, tradition, he didn't want them to just ignorantly follow things. The second thing is, they were going to God and asking for things instead of working on their things and earning it through karma. And what he was saying is karma is there to control you. It's your friend. If you do things, it'll give you good consequences. It's also your enemy. If you do something bad, it'll come back and get you. So it's your controlling Lord. And he wanted people to stick to that instead of going to Krishna like, I can't go and say, I'll chant 2 rounds today if you give me an A on the test tomorrow. Instead, I have to earn it through my karma. And so Krishna wanted to change things. So he said, we have all these items. Why don't we offer it to Govardhan Hill? We live on the hill. It's our home. So why not sacrifice some things for it? It's giving us so much, so why don't we do that? People in Vrindavan were a bit confused. They were doing this puja for Indra for so many years. And all of a sudden, Krishna comes and says, let's change it. At first, they were a little hesitant, but they knew Krishna had a good thing in mind, and so they trusted him. So instead, they all started gathering things for Govardhan Puja. So all the Swedes and all the cows were gathered. They decided to offer things for Govardhan Puja, and the Brahmanas for being so connected with the Lord, and also the cows for all they give. So then, once they had all the items there, Krishna manifests himself. Since everybody had done so many things different, he wanted to prove that all their decisions were a good choice. So he manifests into a larger being. Well, he's still there in the crowd because Krishna is still a little boy, but he manifests and says, I am Govardhan Hill, and he eats all the prasadam and accepts their offering. But Lord Indra isn't too happy. While all these people are enjoying here, he knew that things were not right. He was kind of mad. This little boy, just like the people of Vrindavan, Indra was under the illusion that Krishna was just a little boy. So he was really mad. How can this child take away from my sacrifice? Cowherd men have been so proud of all their properties and their items that they're just going to arrogantly follow Krishna. Indra wasn't too happy. So he ordered the clouds. He told them, it's time to show them a little bit of what I can do in my power, and that they do need to worship me. So he told the clouds to go destroy that pride. And so the clouds started releasing the rain. It was raining and pouring. The cows had nowhere to go. The people had nowhere to sleep. Krishna knew all along this was Lord Indra. So his plan was, he lifted Govardhan Hill with one hand with ease. All the people of Vrindavan were shocked. They're like, what is going on? And they were scared. Is the mountain going to fall on top of Krishna? But Krishna assured them, I am here to protect you. Come under the hill. I will protect you from these rains. And although it was so gloomy and dark with all those rains, the people under the hill were having fun. There was an ecstatic mood with Krishna there. They were dancing 7 days straight. It rained and rained. Although that did not hinder them, with Krishna's love, they were all happy under the hill. Lord Indra was getting mad now. He was tired. And after these 7 days passed, he finally realized, this is no ordinary boy. This is Lord Krishna himself. He finally realized that he was too proud and that Krishna himself was there to show him that. So he came down and apologized and showed that he was sorry for what he did. And so the clouds were gone, the skies cleared up, and now every year we celebrate Govardhan Puja. So how do we celebrate that today? In Vrindavan itself, they circumambulate the hill, they offer offerings. But here we don't have Govardhan Hill. So at the temple every year, in places over the world, we create mounds of food that represent Govardhan Hill. The hill not only represents the hill, but it shows that it's a way for us to thank the Lord for the abundance of food He has given us. We take it for granted for all the food we have, and we never appreciate for what we have. So it's another way to remember that the Lord has given us so much. And so if any of you are interested in coming to Govardhan Puja, it's here on Wednesday, and we will be creating a mound of food, and it's very interesting. And if you want to partake and make some offerings or sweets and snacks to put on the hill, you can bring it by 6:30 and partake in the puja with us. Thank you, Hare Krishna.